shortlist for the Oscars released yesterday for 12 categories. A shortlist is basically the nominations before the nominations. It's kind of dumb, I know. It gives us a good idea of what's going to dominate the award season this year. And I wanted to look over the most important categories to me. I don't really know a lot about the documentary features, short films, any of that. I got this all from Variety, and first we have a new category, casting. They only got 10 on this short list, which I think is very interesting for a new category. Some notable inclusions include Frankenstein, One Battle After Another. Marty Supreme has some of the wildest casting of the year, so I'm glad it's on here. My biggest surprise is that Weapons was included in this. I think the casting is fantastic in this movie, and hopefully that means it has legs for the rest of the awards. I don't know. I think Sinners and Sentimental Value are locks for this. Notably though, Begonia's not featured, Jake Kelly's not featured, and for me, I think Wake Up Dead Man, despite kind of a lesser supporting cast. Also, hell, I think maybe Mission Impossible and The Naked Gun should have been included. At least this short list, I doubt they would have made the final cut. Cinematography this year is incredibly strong. Glad to see F1 being represented because I think the cinematography of that film was the best part. Once again, you have your mainstays like Sinners, Sentimental Value, Marty Supreme. From what I've seen, I think Sinners, Frankenstein, and One Battle After Another are locks for this. I'm really happy Begonia is on this short list. I don't know if it's really going to be featured, but I think that's some of the best cinematography of the year. Also interested as to why Wicked for Good and Song Sung Blue are included because I've heard not the best thing about those films in total. This is another sign that I need to get around to watching Train Dreams. International is absolutely stacked this year. I haven't seen any of these films yet, unfortunately, but I've seen so much buzz about a lot of them. I think because of that, what I'm predicting for the nominations are it was Just an Accident, The Secret Agent, Seurat, Sentimental Value, and no other choice. Makeup and hairstyling. Does anybody remember The Alto Night? This is another decently strong short list. I haven't seen it, but I've seen a lot of buzz about The Ugly Stepsister, so the fact it's being represented is really interesting. And I think the snubs that stood out to me surprisingly first are all Pedro Pascal movies, with Materialist, Fantastic Four, and Eddington not being included. Also, Phoenician Scheme, come on. I can't really complain about the original score category this year. I think it's really, really stacked. Tron Ares, thank God. My hopes right now are Sinners, Begonia, Tron, Ares, and One Battle After Another. A lot of people have pointed out the fact that Captain America, Brave New World is featured on here, but not Fantastic Four. Don't remember a lot about the Captain America score, but I think the Fantastic Four one is the closest thing that the MCU has gotten to like an iconic sound. You know what I mean. Notable exclusions for me are Superman, Mission Impossible, and for me, my favorite score of the year, Roofman, which hasn't been represented in any of the awards so far. Give it a listen, please. Best Original Song, Diane Warren is losing again, probably. Seriously, she's been nominated and lost so many, and this movie is about her. Also, Tron nominated again with As Alive As You Need Me to Be. Everything on here will lose to Golden Note, which is unfortunate but true. Sound is another solid category for the technical awards. Tron should be there, but that's just me. I'm also incredibly surprised that Warfare is not included. Visual effects, there's an actual chance The Electric State could be an Oscar-nominated film. Don't know how I feel about that, but Tron! Those are my thoughts on the shortlist. The actual nominations themselves are announced on January 22nd. What are you glad is included? What are you surprised is snubbed? Let me know in the comments below. Remember, all movies are art, and of course, follow for more.